Okay, so I'm going to share a recipe with you today that has been all over Instagram, all over Facebook, and all over YouTube. I know that there's a few people that I follow that have already made a video with this recipe, but I want to try it out for myself and see if I really like it or not. I'm not sure because eggs are not something that I'm really crazy about right now. I like eggs. I don't love eggs. But I'm going to try it out because it looks good. And there's been some mixed reviews. Some people like it and some people don't. So let's see what happens. So here we go with egg loaf. Okay, so the recipe for egg loaf is very, very simple. And I'm pretty sure that it came from the keto egg fast diet where you have eggs and fat and a little bit of cheese and that's all you eat for the duration of the fast. I did that once and I didn't really care for it. But I think that this recipe is a product of that fast. So anyway, in my food processor, I have 8 eggs that I've already cracked and put in there. And then to that, I'm going to add a block of cream cheese, 8 ounces. So 8 ounces of cream cheese that's soft. 8 ounces or 8 eggs, and then the recipe that I found said to use 8 tablespoons of butter, so it's 8, 8, 8. But I'm going to use 4 tablespoons of butter that I've already measured out, and I'm going to use more butter on top of the egg loaf when it's done. So there it is, 56 grams, 4 tablespoons of butter. And then a lot of people say that this tastes like French toast, which I doubt, but that's what they say. And so you can add between 1/4 teaspoon to 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm putting a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon because I really like the taste of cinnamon. And that's it. No, no sweeteners or anything. All right, so let's mix it up. All right, scrape the sides a little bit. It's very liquidy like you would expect. Let's whiz it up one more time. You know, if this recipe works out for me, it's going to be great for meal prep. And even if I don't love it, I'm still going to use it next week for part of my meal prep. Okay, so I've heard a lot of people talk about different sizes of pans, and I didn't have the crazy sizes that I've heard people use. But this right here is an 11 by 9 inch pan, just a regular rectangle pan. I sprayed it with some coconut spray. And I'm just going to pour that in. put the shaker back on the bottle because I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of cinnamon on top too. All right, there we go. So now it's going to go in the oven at 350 degrees for about 40 minutes. So when it's done, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, there it is. Doesn't that look good? Let's taste it and try it out. So the recipe that I saw said that this makes 6 portions. And my pan was bigger than the pan that they used by a few inches. A 9x9 pan was too big. No, a 9x9 pan was too small. 13x9 looks like it was a little bit too big. But either way, I'm sure it's going to be delicious. If you like eggs and cream cheese together, which I do like eggs and cream cheese. Okay, so there's 6 portions, probably not equal. I think next time I'll try a smaller pan because it did turn out kind of flat. And the one that I saw on YouTube was real puffy. And I followed the directions exactly. So how am I going to eat that? Well, just like I said before, the recipe called for a stick of butter and I only used a half a stick. Because what I'm going to do is I have just about a tablespoon of butter that I melted in this cup. And then I've got this maple extract. And I'm going to add a couple drops of maple extract to the butter, and then I'm going to pour it on top of my egg loaf. So let's get a, whoop, whoop, just a tad. Okay, let's get a spoon and stir that up. All right, and then I'm going to pour it on top. That's a lot of butter. You know, I probably could have went with a half a tablespoon of butter and been perfectly happy. So next time I eat it, I think that's what I'll do. There we go. All right, there we go. Okay, so I'm only going to take one taste on camera, and I'm going to eat the rest in a little bit here. But I have to tell you one thing. I'm not a huge fan of eggs. And everybody says that this recipe tastes like French toast. And you know what I have to tell you? I think they're right. I really, really like that. And I think that it's eggs and cream cheese and butter, okay? That's how we cooked it. A little bit of cinnamon inside, a little bit of cinnamon on top, which I love cinnamon. And I'll bet nutmeg would be good on that too. But what really kicked it up a notch was putting the butter, melting some butter, adding a little bit of maple extract into it, and oh my goodness, it tastes like French toast. So anyway, there you go. Egg loaf. Try it out and let me know what you think in the comments below. And so that's all that I have for you today. So until next time, keep calm and keto on. I have one more thing to say. No sweeteners were used in the making of the egg loaf, or the syrup. So it's not really a syrup, just a flavored butter kind of thing. But I'll tell you one thing, I didn't miss it. There's that.